morning everybody and a happy new year. I hope you've all had a fantastic time and a nice break if you have had one. But this is my first video of 2025. And also, an exciting moment is I have my first sponsor of the channel as well, which is going to be Leeds Wildlife Hides. So I will put their details below here. So what better way to start the year off with the first video and the first sponsor is actually to go to Leeds Wildlife Hides for the day. So that's where we are. So I arrived about 8 o'clock. It's absolutely freezing today, as you can probably see. It's saying about -4, but obviously it feels a lot less than that. Probably 6, 7-ish. Everywhere is full of white, nice and crispy. Even on the way up the M62, there was still plenty of snow on the sides there over the fields. But it wasn't too bad here when I got here. So it's not too bad underfoot. So let's go and find out what there is. The hide's been filled up with feed. Ian Jackson, who runs the hide, has done all that for me this morning before he's had to go off to his job. So let's go and find out a little bit more of what's going on. I can certainly hear the birds, that's for sure, and I can see them all flying in. So I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to go and get that camera set up and let's go and capture some footage and some images. So I just thought I'd show you around a little bit just while I'm stood here outside before I go in and get warmed up. Thought I'd just show you a little bit of the setup here. So as you can see from here when you come through, you've got all the various log piles that Ian's got here. And then you've got various perches along the way, as you can see here. Plenty of different perches and feeding areas for the birds here. You could probably see some of the birds bobbing around here as well. And then here. And then obviously you've got the main hide itself here, where you can see I've got my 400 there just sticking out of one of the windows. And then obviously I'll take you inside. So as you come inside, you have 3 stations. We'll lock the door, keep some of this heat in obviously, so we don't disturb anything now outside. So you've got, excuse me, we've got 3 windows here, so there's enough room for 3 people to shoot. And also we have gimbal heads. Them. Obviously I've just put mine to one side today because obviously when we're having the big 400, I like to have just a little bit more give and movement with that at the moment. But there's 3 gimbal heads, so every station has got a gimbal, so you don't have to worry too much about bringing your own. I would just probably say bring your plate if nothing else, just in case. But if I remember rightly, Ian tends to have them all anyway on one of his shelves, spare ones, so it's not a problem if you don't bring one. He's always provided something. You got a nice sitting area here, which is nice, where you can just sit back and relax for a bit if it goes a bit quiet out. And yeah, it's got plenty of space in here. It's been a while since I've been. So the first time I come over to Ian's hide, it was only quite small, probably enough room for 2 of you. He had permanently cut out holes, what you were looking through, so you didn't have the perspex to see through as well. And then when I come recently to photograph the badgers one evening, and what I'll do with that is I will put a link probably at the end of this video. We did a bit of a video on that and some images of what we captured from there, so you can go and see that. But when I last come to do the badgers, that's when I found out that Ian had extended himself and he'd bought himself a lot bigger hide, so got plenty of space in here. So yeah, so let's go and give it a go, because plenty of birds around. I've been informed there's a fox comes as well. I think it was spotted this morning, so we're hoping that, you never know, if you keep quiet enough it might come back. But other than that, at the moment there's plenty of birds around, so I'm hoping that we can get some nice images, especially these nice frosty logs going on as well. I've been here about an hour and a half, and I've had quite a variety of birds this morning. It's getting better because the light's starting to come up. It's quite a nice clear day over here. Very frosty. Unfortunately, the perspex. Ian tried his best to de-ice it and to get it as clear as possible so you can see out. So that is a little bit of a challenge today, but you can't predict the weather, unfortunately. So I thought I'd tell you a little bit about Leeds Wildlife Hides. If you're a person that's never been here before, it's at Mansfield in West Yorkshire. Now, Ian's been doing photography for quite a long time, just like myself, and was quite lucky that he got to purchase this land where his hide is. And it's quite close to where he lives, so it's perfect for him. At the bottom end, sort of through the trees, there is a bit of a lake that's down there. I think over the time he has tried photographing but not had really much movement on there, so I'd have to catch up with him on that and just see if it's changed at all. But some of the variety of birds that you can get from here, I mean, this morning I've had jays, I've had field fares, I've had blackbirds, I've had your wood pigeon, I've had various different robins fluttering and fighting with each other. There's literally all sorts. You know, you get your blue tits, your grey tits, you can get the great spotted woodpecker. I've got some nice footage of that which I'll put up and show you, and capture some nice images. The light was just coming up at the perfect time. You can get long-tailed tits, you can get tree creepers, which I'm hoping may show. We shall see, it's still quite early yet. It'd be nice to capture a tree creeper. I can't say that I've seen them, but I've never had the camera with me at the time. So yeah, very, very busy. I've not had the fox come back, unfortunately, yet, so that's still 50-50 whether it will or not. But I'm currently sat here watching these field fares. There's quite a group of them that have landed, and they're just amongst the nice snow that's going along the back edge here where the trees are. You know, must be getting a bit territorial, especially with the blackbird. He seems to keep chasing them off. So yeah, I'm hoping as well is that Ian and other people that have been to the hide have been capturing the sparrowhawk. So I'm hoping that makes appearance. That'd be quite nice today because the lighting is really nice. And you know, some of these frosty perches that it could land on, that'd be really, really good. So I'm currently working with my 400. Most perches are fine using a 400, but I have set myself up just to my right hand side here, my 100 to 500, which I might go on to for a little bit and just get some of these smaller birds that are coming quite close to the hide, because the 400 is very snug, you know, to try and get close in ones. But other than that, no, it's going good already. Really good, really nice place. I do enjoy coming here, and Ian's going to pop in again later on, just to make sure things are all right. So he's always making sure you're all fine and there's no problems. So that's good. And you know, you're always a text message away if you have got any issues. But other than that, no, it's just nice just to sit here watching these feeding and capturing some more images. So yeah. Oh, it looks like the jay's just come back down again. It's just on one of the branches over here. It's gone, a bit skittish, the jays, sometimes. You've got to be really, really slow moving your camera around because they soon fly off. Yeah, like it's just done. Oh no, just come back over there. So it's currently feeding on some peanuts. Rather than just taking one, it's taking about 3 or 4 in its beak at the time. I have captured a few birds down in the more brambly edge here. I'm not sure what they were, and I'm hoping I've got some nice images of them, but if I do have some good images, I'll pop them up and hopefully pop a name up with them at the same time. So yeah, let's see what else we can capture while I'm here, and I'll keep you posted. I've had a change over to the 100 to 500 RF lens. Just because there's been so much hyperactivity going on out there at the moment. You've got every variety of bird that I can think of. You've got your robins, you've got your bullfinches, you've got your jays. They're coming down in pairs at the moment. You've got your male and female blackbird, or they're coming down. The fieldfares, they seem to have disappeared into the edges for a bit. I did get some nice pictures this morning, but it would have been even better if I could have gotten with some of this nice sunlight that's starting to hit around where the snow is. But there's just so much options at the moment. So the flexibility of dropping onto the 100 to 500 is the best idea at the moment. The 400, I love my 400, and you know, it's like my go-to lens nowadays. But you're limited to just your 400mm, which in some cases can be a little bit snug. So yeah, we're getting some lovely light going on these logs out the back. It's a shame we haven't got no one. There's a bit of a log pile just down in this bottom corner, which got some really nice thick frost and snow still on them because the sun's not hit it. But I haven't had really much activity on it, which is a shame because it'd be nice to have some nice pictures of some of the ground feeders on there, you know, even the robin, because they always make a great picture with a nice frosty, snowy backgrounds. But they are, at the moment, they keep going in and out of this other log pile that's in front of me. Looks like a Mrs. Blackbird, female. She's just sitting amongst it. To be honest, if you weren't the fact that she was moving, she's blending in very well to the log pile that's there in front of me. Like I say, I have had the jays. I had a pair coming down doing like a bit of a tag team going on. I want to come down and get some food, fly off, and then the other one would come in. I've got a little bit of footage of that as well. The robin I was watching, there's like a tree branch that's just here to my left hand side, and it was perching and then flying up and fluttering, grabbing little bits out of this tree. I did get some footage of that, and I will pop that up because that would be really good for you to see. And I can only put some images up if they're focused enough when I get home. They look okay on the back of the camera, but until you get them on that big screen at home, you're never 100%. Actually, the jay's back again. It's just sat nice, sat in the sun, which is lovely. I do love the jays, especially if you can get them in flight as well, because they've got that nice little tint of blue that goes on. And you got the colours, the blacks, and you got like the check look to them when they've got the wings tucked together. They are an absolutely gorgeous bird. But this moment, it's just sat on the log. The sun is perfect. Not too harsh, not yet anyway. So yeah, still no signs of the sparrowhawk. But again, it's still early days. Still got a few hours to go yet before I decide to head back home. So we'll see. We'll see how we go. So yeah, I'll show you some footage of what I've got up to now and some of my images. Got one of the field fares that have come back. It's just in a perfect area. I'm just going to capture a bit of footage for you on my camera because it's having a right go at a piece of apple that's out there, dragging it about. But every now and again it just sits perched nice in amongst the snow and the long grasses. Again, I've seen these birds when I've gone through my books and stuff. It's not one I've actually photographed. So again, it's something new again for me to get. And this is a good thing about this hide, is that the variety of birds that you get, we've been so close to the RSPB St Aidan's, where a lot of people do go, and even myself have been there a few times, that, you know, you can't really get bored sat here. There's so much to see and so much activity going on. You probably end up going home with a few cards full of images. It's that kind of hide. But yeah, it's having a right go at this apple still. So what I'll do is I'll pop this image up, and I'll also pop the video up that what I'm taking now on the camera, just so you can have a look for yourself what's going on. I'll just give you a little bit of a tour around. Ian's been back just to make sure everything's okay, and just made sure everything's filled up again. So I'll just bob myself into the middle where all the perches are, so you can have a proper look around. So as you can see behind me, you've got your hide here. It's got like a mirrored perspex on it, so you know the birds won't see you moving around as much, especially if you don't put a light on anyway. But let's turn this camera around. Let's show you a little bit around here. So you've got this nice log here that's been set up. See how the light's hitting it? It's really nice. Especially first thing this morning when it started coming up, you've got that nice lovely orange light that came up onto that. And if we come over here, you've got a nice lovely log pile going on with various of logs here. And got some peanut butter, some suet, all put to there. As you can see, birds are not bothered at all. I'm stood here in the middle of it, and they're just coming down. They're quite happy. You know, then you've got your stump here, which obviously it's got a little bit of a feeder behind it. There, which obviously you like your sparrowhawk and that'll land on there. And you come over to the side, it's got another quite large stump here that's got bricks and other items around there, so it makes it again a bit nice and interest for your images. Got a nice big stack of logs here. I know sometimes at night when I came through the badgers, you could hear the tawny owl, so we was hoping so much that obviously the tawny owl would come and sit on here, but we heard it calling, but it didn't come out at all for us. So this is that log pile that I was telling you about. You see how it's like nice thick full of frost at the moment, and obviously snow as well. Just a bit bad underfoot just for a minute, so bear with me. So yeah, so this is a log pile. What I was saying earlier, that it would have been nice if I could get a few birds in here. So there's still time yet, you know, the sun's not hit on it, so it's not melted. And then he's got himself 2 Reolink PT Ranger set up here. He's got one on this side, and then he's got himself one set up there as well, because he monitors this area. 1, it's good for obviously monitoring for security reasons, and 2, they'll notify him when there's any foxes or badgers or anything like that around, any points of interest. So yeah, that's where we're up to at the moment. So I'm going to go back inside and let the birds come down and see what sort of frenzy we have again now that we've refilled everything up. See if anything new comes down as well. So yeah, keep tuned. Ooh. I'll tell you something, it is feeling Baltic out there today. Even though it looks so nice and sunny and you've got a lovely blue sky, but yeah, it's absolutely freezing. My finger ends are like ice cubes, so I'm just trying to get them all nice and warmed up again before I can start photographing some more. So thank God that I come prepared with a hand warmer. Every little helps, doesn't it? Oh. get myself a nice hot Vimto, and hopefully it won't take me too long to warm up. And birds are already starting to come down now again. So there's quite a hype of activity. So let's see what arrives now in the second side of the day. You never know, might see something a bit different. I know Ian's just mentioned to me, have we seen the thrush and some other birds. I think he's a bit jealous about the picture that I got of a fanfare. Field fair, should I say, not fanfare. Somewhere else, isn't it? So yeah, I'll make sure I put that picture up, and then you can all have a look at it. Oh, right, I'm going to go and warm up, and then we'll photograph some more. Let's see what we get. So we're slowly starting to lose the light on some of the perches now, especially one of the main ones which was down in front of it, which I'll give you a show. Let's turn the camera around, let's show it you. So this block here in the middle, it's been really nice all morning, but that's starting to go into shade now, as you can see, especially from the right hand side of it and a little bit across the top. But we've got some logs that are over this side here that are still tipping with the sunlight. I'll show you on the back of the camera if I can. I am loving, you know, this lovely sort of burnty orange going on this log here, especially now the sun's starting to go down. So I'm hoping that we get quite a few of the birds landing in within that area now, because it seems to be sort of the perfect area for the light at the moment. But we've still got a couple of small birds coming down. It has gone a little bit quiet at the moment again. Still no sign of the sparrowhawk, which is a shame. But there's also still a little bit of time before I decide to pack up and call it a day. I've definitely seen quite a lot of geese flying over, so it's like there's still a lot of them around at St Aidan's area. So that's a good sign. I'll have to make another trip down there one day. I've been down for a while. But then again, the last couple of weekends haven't been the greatest weather, to be honest. But it is what it is, isn't it? Typical British weather. I mean, I do love when we get the snow. But when it turns to that slush and starts going to ice, nah, that's not for me, that. I prefer that nice, soft, white snow that you can just wade through. Not the icy stuff that you go flying on your backside. That's not for me. Anyway, we'll see how we go a little bit longer. If we get anything good, I'll definitely show you. But it is going very quiet again at the moment. But you never know. It's nature. Turns up when it's unexpected. So I've come back to the car now. It's been an absolutely brilliant day that I've had at the hide. I've had amples of birds coming in and out. It's had its flurries where it's been busy and then gone quiet. So I managed to capture quite a few of the different variety of birds that have turned up. Obviously I know that this hide has quite a lot of variety of birds, more than what I've seen today. It's just the way that the weather is, you know. I know that Ian's seen blackcaps, he's had sparrowhawks, he's had tawny owls, you know, he's had all sorts. Even over the last couple of weeks, he's seen things like that. So it is just one of them things today that I picked a day where it was, well, pretty much Baltic under the feet, should I say, and to the finger ends. So yeah, but other than that, it's been a good day. It's out in the fresh air. I've created a new video for you guys as well, 1st of 2025, so that's been okay. So yeah, I think that's me done for the day. Kit's in the car, let's get warm, get on the road and get back home. So this year I set up a Buy Me a Coffee website, which I will pop the link down below, and I'll also put it in the description as well. It's a website that you can go to. You can donate to creative contents, people like myself and other people as well, where we can use it to buy a coffee, for example, or we can use it towards helping us get to places, to create more contents for you guys to watch. You know, so it helps myself and obviously the channel as well in both ways. So like I say, all the details are below if you do want to donate, and you know, put a bit towards helping me make more contents, then that'd be fantastic. And obviously thank you in advance if you do donate. Another thing I'd like to say is thank you to Ian for now becoming my sponsor for the channel at Leeds Wildlife Hides. Again, I'll put the link down here for you. And if you are a photographer and you want to book in, then, you know, do come over. It's not far to go. It's about 5-10 minutes off the motorway links, so anybody can get to it. And yeah, come and spend the full day here. I mean, I know in the winter you pay for a full day, just because it's shorter days, you know, and the shorter the light as well. And then obviously in the more summer months, the timetable split into two. So you have a morning session and you have an afternoon session, or you can pay to have the full day, but you will pay for the both sessions on that one. And again, if there's multiple people come, there's a slight discount for the for the 2 people or the 3 people, depending on how many come with you. But again, contact Ian, have a discussion with him, and sure he'll sort you out something. Or like I say, another one is you can go onto his website and there's a calendar on there that'll tell you all the available dates, and you can book directly through there as well. It's not hard to work, it's a simple website. And yeah, so I will be back. I've said to Ian that I will come back over when the weather's a little bit better, you know, not as Baltic as it is right now, and yeah, be able to hopefully capture some more variety of birds when it's warmer. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye, and thank you for watching. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and please consider also hitting the bell button, which will tell you when I upload my videos, and then you're aware of it, because I don't upload on a specific date or time every week. At least then you'll be aware when my next video is available to watch. So for now, thank you very much, and have a nice day. Bye.